The internet is in a frenzy over the rumored split between streamers TenZ and Kyedae. What started as whispers has escalated into a full-blown online investigation, with fans digging up every possible clue. It's truly a spectacle to watch unfold.
It has become incredibly complex, and the initial spark for this intense speculation was actually quite random. People online started fixating on a guy spotted on screen wearing a knitted frog crochet outfit. It sounds almost absurd, but then Kyedae was seen wearing something strikingly similar. This immediately fueled suspicions among the internet's detective brigade.
A frog sweater as a key piece of evidence. That's quite a leap. While some might call it a happy accident, it seems social media rarely lets go once it smells a story. But beyond these fashion theories, the allegations have grown much more serious, with some users even claiming that Kyedae might have been unfaithful as far back as last December.
Precisely. The r/OTV and Friends subreddit, for instance, has a massive thread detailing what they believe indicates the relationship's end. This isn't just about a frog sweater. There's a perceived laundry list of digital evidence. First, Kyedae allegedly scrubbed her Instagram, deleting her engagement post, and then nearly all other photos. For someone planning a wedding, that's a significant move.
That's a huge red flag. What about TenZ's reaction to all this online activity?
He reportedly followed suit, deleting almost all his Instagram photos, leaving just one with Kyedae for a short period before removing that as well. He also unpinned their engagement tweet from his profile. There was also a notable follow-unfollow incident on Instagram about a month ago, where TenZ unfollowed her and then quickly refollowed, which many interpret as a sign of internal struggle or a non-mutual breakup.
So it wasn't just a simple social media purge, but a series of actions that suggest emotional turmoil. What other digital breadcrumbs did fans find?
Holiday split was another major one for longtime fans. TenZ reportedly spent the holidays alone, while Kyedae was in Vancouver. In previous years, they'd always celebrated together with family in Canada. This break in tradition was seen as a massive indicator. But perhaps the most compelling piece of evidence for many fans has been the missing engagement rings. For 4 years, those rings were a constant presence in their streams, and their sudden disappearance was noticed immediately.
The rings are certainly a strong signal, something tangible, but the situation seems to have gotten even more tangled with other community members. I'm hearing about 39daph and Kyedae unfollowing each other. What's the alleged connection there?
The theory circulating is that Kyedae started spending time with 39daph's ex-boyfriend, a person identified as John. Once his name entered the conversation, comment sections exploded. Users started drawing connections, with some making wild accusations about John's past relationships within the streamer community, even dragging Extra Emily into the discussion. One user even referenced John Choi by name, accusing him of having sex with all the Asian women streamers and claiming he's worked his way through the friend group.
It sounds like a classic internet pylon, where every past interaction is reinterpreted. But amid this chaos, there's been a debate about double standards. One comment that gained a lot of traction was, if the roles were reversed and TenZ was doing this, everyone would be calling him trash. The double standards are insane. That's a powerful point.
It definitely sparked a huge side argument about how these situations are perceived depending on gender. And then we saw the darker side of speculation with victim blaming. A comment that really shocked people asked, what did TenZ do that caused Kyedae to cheat on him?
That's a wild mindset to adopt. How can someone force another person to cheat? If you're unhappy in a relationship or interested in someone else, the answer is to end the relationship, not to betray trust. They weren't even married yet. Suggesting that the person who might have been cheated on is somehow responsible for it feels completely backward.
It does. And despite how convincing some of this evidence sounds, it's crucial to remember these are still theories based on fan observations and online chatter. We don't have definitive proof or official statements. However, an alleged text exchange has been circulating, supposedly reading, "I'm sorry, LMAO, not my fault. John got the time wrong. Me and Sebon missed the last boat.
so I'm stuck here for a day. I'm mentally in the best state I've been in a really long time, and I'm so happy. Tyson, don't be mad.
If that text is legitimate, it adds a whole new layer to the narrative. And given their history, high school sweethearts, together for 7 years from age 17 to 24, the emotional stakes are incredibly high. Especially considering Kyedae's battle with cancer and reports that TenZ was a genetic match and donated bone marrow.
That's precisely why this hits so hard for fans. That level of loyalty, enduring a life-threatening illness together, makes the current rumors feel like a profound betrayal. People are reacting from a place of deep emotional investment, often voicing sentiments like, if a couple who survived health scares, career pressure, and 7 years together can still fall apart, what hope does anyone else have? One commenter even said, this kind of drama makes people not even want to pursue relationships anymore.
That comment really underlines the sense of disillusionment. It's as if their relationship represented an ideal for many. And this internet detective work, while sometimes impressive, can also be terrifyingly efficient, digging up every detail. The tone has shifted from curious to downright hostile for some.
Absolutely. One particularly harsh comment gaining traction read, the audacity of this girl, clearing her name, forcing and manipulating TenZ to say it was mutual when they know deep down inside it's not. People are dissecting everything, even past profile pictures allegedly shared by Kyedae and John. The narrative for many is that Kyedae has changed so much TenZ wouldn't recognize her, with one speculation being, Tyson is going to come back home and be like, holy crap, you're like a new person.
But again, this is all speculation, heavily influenced by emotion. Nobody outside that relationship truly knows the full story. However, the internet seems to have found a new villain in John, the voice actor connected to CESD talent.
Indeed, his social media comment sections are chaotic, filled with accusations. On a recent birthday post where he questioned if anyone would miss him, replies were brutal, asking if he'd wrecked someone or calling him an ultimate male manipulator. This level of vitriol stems from the perceived betrayal of that sacred bond, particularly in light of Kyedae's cancer history. People are also referencing the girl code violation, noting that John is 39daph's ex, and pointing out rumors that Leslie was seen having dinner with Kyedae and John days ago.
It's the ultimate punch in the gut for fans. Someone standing by you through a life-threatening illness, reportedly even donating bone marrow, creates a bond that, from the outside, appears unbreakable. So when breakup rumors mix with cheating allegations and a new guy, emotions run incredibly high.
That's why many fans feel personally invested. Some have even suggested that if they were in TenZ's position, after believing they were building a future and surviving death together, such a turn of events would be mentally devastating. This tragedy has morphed into anger for some, with comments claiming Kyedae fans are projecting. She literally cheated on him for months.
Beyond the direct accusations, there's also the girl code element. John is reportedly 39daph's ex. What are people saying about that?
A Reddit thread questioned, who would want to be friends with your friend's ex-boyfriend? It creates incredibly awkward energy. If close friends share an ex and one starts hanging out with them, it raises serious questions about loyalty. There are even claims that John has a pattern of dating well-known female streamers within the same circle.
So we're left with a storm of rumors, shifting alliances, and internet theories. The prevailing online narrative seems to suggest Kyedae cheated, and TenZ ultimately walked away. Some commenters even suggest that if these rumors are true, TenZ didn't just lose a fiancé, but might have dodged a messy marriage.
That's a brutal but common take circulating. The thinking is, if someone is capable of this before marriage, it might happen after the vows too. So, in the eyes of many, he didn't lose a relationship, he avoided a permanent mistake. However, it bears repeating. None of this has been officially verified.
Indeed, there's no confirmed admission, no detailed breakdown from either side. It's all built from fragments. Social media moves, unfollows, and fan theories. But the internet has clearly picked its side. That tweet, "We grew apart, you changed, not him," really captures the mood. And the speculation about TenZ returning from Thailand to find her a new person shows just how deeply people are reading into every available detail.
If you found this discussion thought-provoking, share it with someone who appreciates a good exploration of online phenomena.